Hey, what's going on, everybody? UltimatDJz here from the Teaching Trek YouTube and the Talking Trek podcast, the Twitching Trek Twitch channel, and I'm fried. I just fried, absolutely mind-boggled at the August arc, all right? We have talked a lot about it. We've done the podcast. We've done the Talking in Cars. This one, we are just going to give you your event guide video. What is to come? What is the loot looking like? And what kind of opportunities are you going to find for overlapping events? And what should you be prepared for this coming month? So we'll just sit back, take another blood pressure pill, and give you the facts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hop on into the game. Here is a brief look at your brief event guide calendar. And, what I might do is actually start with this one right here, okay? And, of course, I know it's not pretty. It's not pretty. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Lord Necro already made something amazing, and we'll put it in the event description below if we can do that. But here's just kind of how I'm looking at this, and we can see that the event calendar looks relatively light. As a matter of fact, there's just nothing here at the beginning of week 3. I've asked Scopely for comment, and they have told us that the event calendar will flow a little bit. There will be changes made. There will be events added, and those will be announced at the times that they are ready to happen. Your interpretation is your own of that, but this is how light the calendar looks, and that does bode poorly in a month where there is an event or an event store. All right, so let's talk a little bit about it. What we've got going on right now are 96-hour events for building and upgrading the Mantis, the new ship that is out right now with the new loop that is inaccessible to free-to-play. As a matter of fact, if you are free-to-play, then you're going to have something that just looks like this. It's going to be a little Mantis folder, and in it is just the constant reminder that you have not built the ship yet. If you do build the ship, then, there's some loot and things like that, but that's, obviously not free-to-play loot. So other players who do have the Mantis are going to be receiving other events, such as building it, performing some of the research for it, and doing some of the upgrading and things like that. We did have the strange new quiz yesterday. This is a meta where they're taking 9,600 loot and spreading it out over 3 different weeks. Complete 1 week at 5 points. Same thing for week 2 and week 3. Those are coming up on the calendar, and we just got week 1 yesterday. 5 events that are paying 1,200 loot each. That is a total of, 6,000 loot? 6,000 for an entire week's worth of quiz events. All right. Now, obviously, it's going to happen a second and a third time. So there's 18,000 plus the 9,000 that was in it. 27,000 loot will eventually come from the strange new quiz series. Today, or yesterday rather, Wednesday, was also something somewhat of a surprise because sub-events actually weren't sub-events, were they? They were extra events. You'll notice for players who have the Mantis inside this folder, you are going to see something called where is it? Right here. Strange New Worlds Hostile Grind, all right? What it is to kill the new Axion hostiles, and in that event, whether you're 33 through 60, you are receiving 12,000 loot. Okay. All right, cool. Over here in my events list, where I do not have the Mantis, I am receiving 7,200 loot. 36, 18, 10, 80, and 720. So my sub-event is actually paying less loot than the primary event, which is already a little bit of a problem, or at least a break from precedent. 7,200 loot here for me, but 12,000 loot in here. Except it doesn't stop there, because players who do have the Mantis are also getting this event. So they're getting 12,000 of the loot through the Hostile Grind event, plus they're getting the 7,200 from this event, giving a paying player 19,200 loot as compared to the 7,200 loot that a free-to-play gets. Now, ordinarily, I'm not a huge opponent of spenders getting extra. I've taken that position a lot before, but as far as event store loot, that is certainly a break from precedent and not something that is that has ever been experienced here before. Typically, the events and the sub-events have the same amount of loot, so this is a little bit of a break from what is normal and already piling on top of the ginormous ash heap that is the month of August. Taking a look then also yesterday, we do have this recruiting event that is up right now. This is Recruit the Crew, and it is a 48-hour milestone, which if you're not going to buy a pack, all right, because that's the only way you can do this right now, except for a battle pass, which is, I guess, buying a pack. With normal officer shards, you can see 190 rares or as little as about 62 or 63 epic shards. Now, all in all, that's not probably a terrible number, but it is relatively high. What I may suggest is that for this particular event, it may actually work out that your premium recruit tokens may actually serve you a little bit of purpose here. Of course, they do have some rares in there, so that could potentially help. But then, of course, also your Ultra Recruits getting you 12 shards, and they should be roughly 50-50. If we actually took a little bit of math and laid this out based on what we were going to need, what did we say? 190 rares or 65 epics. Well, assuming that one pull of this is going to get you 6 rares and 6 epics, then that would be approximately 8,000 Ultra Recruits. Should get you close to satisfying this event. Around 8,000 Ultras. Is that an obscene amount? It's actually not in precedent. Usually we'll see around 8,000 to 10,000 Ultras as required for part of a spend meta. It's usually not in a standalone event. But 8 to 10,000 is a number that they have used in the past, and we probably can't be too wildly surprised by that, other than just the fact that it's not part of a meta, it's not a spend event, and moreover, I mean, if it was a meta, it'd be giving you the unlock of an officer. Here, you'll get 12,000 event store loot for 8,000 Ultras. You can do your own math there on the value of that. Starting tomorrow, you are going to get into another Mantis event. This Mantis event is called Debuff the Enemy. All right, let me come back in here into the event guide or in the in-game news, and you'll see this one. This is a Debuffing the Enemy. It starts on the 11th, where you will actually score in the event by using the Mantis ability on another player and then defeating them. I would imagine these are going to be 2 different scoring mechanics, so maybe not necessary that you actually defeat them, or maybe it will be. I have no idea. We'll have to see how that actually looks tomorrow when this event presents, but it will be a PvP event, and moreover, it's going to be a Mantis exclusive event. I'm sure we can expect to see some type of hostile grind or mining event tomorrow for the players who don't have the Mantis. But again, I would imagine, unless today was a mistake, that players who do have the Mantis will actually receive this as well as the sub event, effectively allowing them to double and or triple their event store loot. Also, you're going to have a Rescue the Crew, which is just a normal, traditional PvP Rescue the Crew. We've been told that this will use the same exact metrics of Rescue the Crew of the past, where you will be dealing damage in the bonus systems. Nothing from the Incursions PvP event is going to be incorporated here. This is just going to be normal, with the exception of using Strike Team officers will give you a 150% bonus on points. All right. Coming up this Friday, we're going to enter into a combat meta. They say that we will see nice rewards here. All right. In this combat meta, there will be one 48-hour milestone with a solo leaderboard surrounding destroying explorers by using a battleship. Then there will be on the following weekend, the following Friday, another one for interceptor, and the following Friday, one with battleship. Same thing, double points by using special officers. Fortunately, these are the Strange New Worlds officers, the ones from last month, and the ones that are in your event store this month, so you should be able to get those points if you want to participate in the solo leaderboard by getting those from the event store, or if you already have them. These are going to be very similar events: destroying explorers using a battleship, destroying interceptors using an explorer, destroying battleships using an interceptor. That's going to happen each Friday in a solo milestone format, plus a solo leaderboard for 48 hours. Starting Saturday, another Mantis exclusive event called Hunt for Venom. You will dock the actual venom or steal the venom from debuffed enemy mantises. Now, again, I'm very vague on how the mechanic of this event is going to work. When it says that the enemy mantis must be debuffed in order for the points to score, we're going to have to see how that works. But obviously, we are very familiar with docking the raw venom. That is going to come as a solo milestone. It's going to happen 3 times every single Saturday this month. But again, a Mantis exclusive event, which for some players who are free to play or low spend is going to be skipped. And we'll see if there is potentially a sub event in there. And again, whether or not Mantis owners will be able to double or triple up on your loot as a result of having both of these sets of events. Also, starting on Saturday, you will have a material spend auction for Epic La'an. It is the only one this month. It's the only one this month. There it is, August 13th. You'll have a solo milestone, solo leaderboard, so there will be a paired milestone for some shards, and that's for spending materials. Starting on Sunday, you've got another 4-day upgrade the Mantis and research the Mantis event. That'll be lasting through the week. Starting on Monday, the 15th, you will get a 72-hour solo leaderboard and alliance leaderboard for Syndicate Advancement. That's right down here. You will see this and, whatever the traditional particular, model is for Syndicate XP. Again, giving Mantis owners the clear advantage in an event like this, as, people who even have the Prime, where the Mantis is giving 2.5 times the daily amount even with the Prime. Some will have arguments and conversations about the value of the Prime after this launch, but we can have that conversation another day as well. Syndicate XP is advancing quite steadily and very quickly with the Mantis, but again, Syndicate Advancement no longer a level playing field in the terms of Syndicate acquisition. There will be a solo leaderboard and alliance leaderboard for all players. In this one, notice no solo milestones, so absolutely no rewards for the free-to-play player in the Syndicate Advancement event. Starting on Tuesday, you will get your Strange New Worlds quiz event, week 2, and also a jellyfish auction for material spend. Starting on Wednesday, you're going to come back up here and have the exact same thing that you guys had yesterday, which is the Strange New Worlds hostile grind or the sub-event, which, again, paying less loot for the free-to-play, which is a very common theme as we work through this calendar. Starting on Thursday, a repeat of debuffing the enemy and the recruit officers and a rescue the crew. All 3 events happening at the same time. There's the 20th, Hunt for Venom. Rescue the crew is on the 18th. I'm sorry, debuff the enemy, not Hunt for Venom. Debuff the enemy, 18th. Recruit the crew on the 17th and 18th, and then rescue the crew starting on the 18th as well. That is a repeat of all of those events. Friday, you're going to get a Parabellum, your one and only Parabellum for the month. Also, the Interceptor combat meta, which is right down here. That's stage 2 of that meta. Starting Saturday, the 20th, you'll get another Venom Hunt for Mantis owners. You'll also begin the one and only Hemmer auction, which Hemmer is an epic officer and really looks like he is going to be best served aboard the Mantis as you are working with obtaining raw venom. Sunday the 21st and Monday the 22nd, as we discussed earlier, there's absolutely nothing here. Just blank slate, so nothing going on there. On the 23rd, you've got the repeat of the hostile event that is happening again, and your 3rd week of the quiz event that's happening. Another Syndicate Advancement, solo leaderboard, alliance leaderboard on Wednesday. Thursday, again, coming into a nice full day. Thursdays, they seem to be liking these. Recruiting officers, and actually, you know what, I take that back. I think the recruit officers, if we come in here, recruiting officers, I think I have that off by one day. I think it starts on the 24th. I just now realized I made that mistake. Where is it? Right here. Recruit the crew. It is starting on the 24th, so I do actually have that wrong here. We'll drag it over. Boom. Recruit the officers coming over here to Wednesday right there. Thursday, you're starting the debuff the enemy and rescue the crew, PvP, and then your Jelly Brawl PvE event on the 25th, all of these lasting 48 hours. And again, not a big fan of the 48-hour format. I know it does provide extra flexibility, but when you use it to actually reduce the number of events that you're launching, then, that is only going to serve to reduce the amount of loot and rewards that we're getting. On Friday, you will have the third and final piece of the combat meta. There will be an Armada hunt, solo milestone and solo leaderboard, as well as an away teams assignments event, solo milestone and solo leaderboard, starting on that Friday the 26th as well. We are being told and confirmed that the away teams assignments will score based on assignments and trade XP. That will be a factor here. There will be solo leaderboards accompanying that. On the 27th, you've got your last Venom hunt, and then on the 28th, you have nothing. No auctions or anything that we are aware of on that last weekend as well. This is an extremely light-looking calendar, and that concerns me as we head into what we're looking at as far as an event store. We've been talking about the amount of event store that is expected. We talk about the amount or event store loot that's expected and what should be there, but I can already tell you, based on what we've seen so far in this arc, for the first time ever, the SMS loot earned by the paid track is going to be astronomically higher than the free track. Typically, in event stores past, we've seen a lot of SMSs that give loot, and then we see some opportunities. And it could be based on a ship build, and it could be based on a prime research or something like that, but it's usually isolated. It's usually scattered. I can tell you what I have already found in the calendar, just based on day 1 through 3 events. I've already found over 100,000 loot available in the paid track only. And Scopely, this is... it's noticed. Let's just put it that way. I promise, no opinions. There you go. As of matter of fact, right now, pay track event store loot is far outseating the free-to-play track as far as event store loot setting, setting a new pattern and very much violating precedent of event store loots or event store months of the past. That is your event guide video. Actually, I tell you, I've got one or two more things I can tell you. Ticketed events will be running on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I failed to mention that, but they are highlighted up here. Of course, Cosmic Cleanup happening on Saturdays, Cerritos Wednesdays happening, and Swarm Sunday, of course, still occurring. But you'll notice here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you will see 3 ticketed events, 3 different weekends for a total of 27 ticketed events. They will be sourcing event store loot. That is confirmed as of this time. They'll be sourcing event store loot and officer shards. So that could be a way for you to get a little bit of a jump start, perhaps, maybe on the Strike Team officers. I don't know what officer shards are going to be in there, whether or not they're Strange New Worlds or Strike Team, but we are being told that it will be event store loot and officer shards contained within those ticketed events. I believe that is all that I really had. They have told us that the event calendar will be changing throughout the month. And they will be adding some events and supplementing some other events and making adjustments as we go, as Echo told us yesterday. So hopefully we can see some enhancement to this event guide calendar, as it does look very, very light and very, very weak with regards to event store loot. Guys, we will be with you throughout the month of August, trying to advocate and trying to communicate and trying to see what we can do to make things just a little bit better here in Strange New Worlds Part 3. My name is UltimatDJz. This is Teaching Trek, your event guide video for the month of August. What say you, community? Pass your judgment down below in the comment section below the video. Leave your questions, leave your comments, and we'll be sure to correlate and track all of that for being able to share with Scopely when they are asking, hey guys, how's the art going? Please be sure to subscribe while you're here. Smash that thumbs up button and click on the bell so you know when we do other content. And please feel free to share with your team. The more people that we can make aware of what you're going to find throughout this month, or maybe not find, maybe the more likely we might be able to influence a little bit of change. My name is UltimatDJz. This is Teaching Trek, your event guide video for Strange New Worlds Part 3. Your friendly neighborhood cat person is signing off to take some more headache medicine. Meow for now, everybody. Love you. Bye.